threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers Podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Q&A, son.
Pretend I'm not here.
Cam, are you there? Hello?
Just don't answer.
Just don't say a word. Cameron, welcome to the studio, man. Mm-hmm. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Today is Mindless Banter 61 Q&A, our favorite episode of the month. Every single month. We say it every single time. But here we are.
First episode that Kobe's older and wiser.
That's right. Yeah, I turned 40.
40, bro.
Earlier this week.
Dang.
I know. It's crazy, man.
We went to our favorite steakhouse.
We did.
Not just us. We took our wives.
We did. Yeah, that would have been a little weird. Hey, Cam and I are going on a date. We'll be back.
I don't know. Sometimes when I think we go out to eat together, it just ends up being me and you talking.
I know it does. Yeah. Oh, it was so good though.
That place is so freaking good.
So yeah, we go to this steak place and they have these steaks on a stone. They bring a hot stone and you cook the steak at your table on this stone. Oh my gosh!
I saw somebody comment. It was raw.
That's raw. How you got?
We took a picture, and then the steak comes out like the first time I ate there. I was like,
"What's going on?
This isn't even cooked." But that rock stays freaking hot the whole time.
It cooks it up for you.
Oh my gosh,
it's so good.
It's so good.
We had a good time.
Yeah, we
had fun. We did.
But anyways, it goes without saying, prepping requires forethought with regard to food, water supplies, power, and protection, all areas of significant technical preparation.
Is that supposed to be water supplies or water, supplies?
I think it's water.
You know what I mean?
And supplies.
I don't know. I don't know if it's water supplies.
I have water supplies all the time.
Yeah.
Self-reliant medical care is no exception.
True.
It's like, doesn't matter if it's water supplies or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to have self-reliant medical care. The best way to learn that medical care is the Prepper's Medical Handbook by noted wilderness medicine expert and survivalist William W. Forgy.
I just call him Doc.
I call him Forgy.
You know what I mean? You do? Okay. Call him Doc.
Yeah. Doc, Prep Doc.
Mm-hmm.
It provides the basis of prevention, identification, and long-term management of survivable medical conditions. And it tells you when to return to the grid and what to do if you can't. That's like the key thing there.
It's great information.
Because you're going to have to take care of yourself when SHTF.
Yeah.
You're not going to be going to the urgent care.
Joe Biden ain't coming to help you.
No.
You can't even get up a set of stairs.
No.
You know?
He's going to come see you for his sprained ankle.
Exactly.
The organized structure of this book allows you to quickly locate what you're looking for, while the information and techniques can be easily understood and performed with minimal medical training. You don't have to be a freaking brain surgeon.
Doogie Howser.
No, you don't. It's like super to the point. I love it. And you can go get it at preppersmedicalhandbook.com. It's also available on Amazon. You've been there before.
I've been there, yeah.
Seriously, it's totally worth it. Get it.
Go get it. You guys sent in some great questions, and we're just going to get rolling on this. This one came from Jake Dudley.
Yeah.
It's 2000.
Sounds like a cowboy.
Jake Dudley.
Jake Dudley.
The fiercest bareback rider in Missouri. Something like that. I don't know. It's 2022. You're in your bunker. The above world has been ravaged by locusts and hippies. A mole man knocks on your underground front door and asks for some sugar. In exchange for the sugar, he offers you the last existing snack of your choice. Here are the choices: sour cream and onion Lay's, Cheez-Its, tortilla chips and queso dip, gummy bears, fruit snacks, peanut M&Ms, 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
That's different.
I know. Which do you choose?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it peanut M&Ms. That's a little different.
It is a little different.
I don't love the peanut butter ones.
You don't?
I like them.
I love them.
But I prefer the peanut.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're just too plain.
Yes.
They're just too plain Jane for me.
They are. I love them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take peanut butter over peanut M&Ms.
Okay, so it didn't change it for you.
It did not.
It would have made it worse.
It would have made it worse. So this one actually is very, very tough. There's a couple of these.
This is tough.
I'm going to go with the tortilla chips and queso, though, because, like, you know, when you're chilling, playing some games and stuff, there's nothing better than tortilla chips and queso dip. Oh, my gosh. It's like...
The only thing, in my opinion, better than that is salsa.
Salsa? Really?
I like it a little better than the queso.
It depends on the salsa. I gotta have really good salsa.
That's true. You
But I
do.
like queso.
If you get, let's say
queso.
it's the best salsa you've had, would you go with that or cheese?
I don't know. See, that's a tough one.
I know. That was my first pick,
50-50.
too, is tortilla chips
Was
and
it?
queso.
Yeah. And then if I'm going to make a second choice, it's probably going to be that Mountain Dew because I need my fizz.
Nothing better than salt and sweet.
Oh, it's
Salt
so
and
good.
sweet. Salt and sweet.
It's soda, man. It's just so good. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you've had it, but it's soda.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, it's good.
So good.
My second would be Cheez-Its.
Really?
And if it was cheese nips, those are the best.
Nips?
Are they nips?
I don't know.
Cheese nips?
Sounds kind of dirty.
They're better than the Cheez-Its.
I got
And they're
cheese
hard
nip.
to find. Am I saying
She
it
got
right?
them cheese
Am I
nips.
saying it right? The cheese nips?
It's probably right, but I don't know. Cheez-Its for me don't do it for me.
Yeah, they're cheese nips.
Cheese
I don't know why they taste better.
Cheez-Its to me would probably be the last thing on my out of this.
You know,
That's me.
The only reason I like them is
Yeah.
because my kids love them. So
Do they?
they're always there, and I'm like, no, they're
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay. That's good though.
Mountain Dew's gross. Just
Really?
kidding.
I love Mountain
I know,
Dew.
just kidding.
I'll take Mountain Dew any day.
But yeah, that's a possible scenario right there.
Sure is, yeah.
Jan, Gunner, Viking.
Vickin. I don't know.
Jan, Gunner, Viking.
Mm-hmm.
If I write in your hometown, forced you to go on a shopping spree with 3 items, would you guys go for, what would you guys go for?
I think you destroyed that, but that's
And
okay.
please don't say, well, I didn't necessarily destroy it.
No.
And please don't say toilet paper. Lots of love from Norway. Keep sucking on them sprinklers, guys.
All right.
So is it right in your hometown?
Yeah.
You're supposed to go on a shopping spree. What 3 items would you guys go for?
Yeah. In Cam, I think you're right. Am I already prepped? Am I not prepped? Am
That
I
was
just
the only
like
tough one. I'm like-
padding my preps or what?
If I was like,
Yeah.
screw it, my shopping spree, I'd go jump in a brand new F-150.
Was that?
You know?
Yeah.
Or
I
is
guess
this
so.
more of like
I would
prepare
say-
for yourself?
For me, like if I'm padding my preps, I'm going for food.
yeah.
So, frozen breakfast food for me, number one, because my kids, they can't go a day without it.
Yeah.
Like it's their main source of nourishment is like frozen waffles or pancakes or something.
Yeah.
And butter and syrup.
And they'd be happy.
Oh, they'd be so
So
happy.
you don't even care.
Like for the next 20 years, they could be just fine if I had waffles and pancakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know.
The second one is not super flashy, but it's the frozen chicken because you get
This
great,
one made me think more after the whole pandemic thing because remember
yes.
the frozen meats were gone.
You couldn't
People
get-
were like
Yeah.
putting themselves on a list to go
Yeah.
and get their next
Exactly.
shipments. I was like, oh crap.
That's bad. Yeah. Like the frozen chicken was really hard to find for a few weeks.
It was.
So that would be one of them just because it's,
I was
lean
like,
meat.
Kobe's chickens. I'm gonna go get them.
I know. No. At this point, I'm about ready to get rid of them suckers. They're so freaking annoying. But you can make a million meals from chicken, and it has high protein content. It's great.
It really is probably one of the most versatile things to have.
And bread, man, because you use bread so much,
Yeah.
and you don't realize when you're out of bread. It's like, oh, I can't eat anything.
Yeah.
I don't have bread. I'm just gonna starve. You know what I mean?
Can't eat this meat, throw it away.
What am I gonna do?
No
Throw that stuff
hot
away?
dogs, throw them out the window.
Throw them out. Yeah. So and then So and again, it very much depends on what the situation is.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably, I don't know why stocking up on
Chips.
a little more water. Well, chips, yeah. I always want those, but I'm talking keep myself alive.
yeah, sure.
Like bottled water is so convenient.
It really is.
So it's
Yeah.
hard to not want to just go get more water.
Yeah.
And then the second thing for me, I'd probably grab a bunch of cereals because it's like a snack. It's like a moral booster.
Yeah.
And
Moral booster.
and it stores pretty well.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And then I didn't think beyond those two.
Okay.
So
Well, you're
'cause
supposed to have
I
three.
was thinking of all the like extreme things because say I'm already prepped. Be like,
Yeah.
F-150,
F-150.
go down to the gun store, grab some fun guns.
Fun guns.
Fun gun, I got you.
Fun guns. Yeah.
And then I probably would go and get a bunch of boxes
Yeah.
of like Lay's potato chips.
You probably would.
Because they're just so good.
You're all about them chips.
I love them.
This one came from Bill Fry. He says, this is a question for Kobe because we all know that Cam is deadly with a spray can at 50 yards. What is your improvised weapon of choice? I was thinking about that the other day when you knocked me on the noggin, dude. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Don't know nothing about
I
it.
could still hear the sound of that thing hitting my forehead. It's like, ding.
Such a weird.
It was so weird.
We were just and this isn't sexual, but we were in such a weird position because we were holding that foam up.
Yeah.
And I just brought it down like between gravity and my super strength.
Yeah.
About drove that through your head.
Freaking yeah, man, you got me good. And then the worst part is when you tried to patch me up, I was allergic to the glue you put on my forehead.
That's so
And it's like puffs up.
Foamed up. Yeah,
I look stupid.
Never have seen that happen ever.
I looked really stupid for a while.
Looked like somebody had implanted like a kiss underneath.
Right. That's what it looked like, huh?
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah, it was bad. But improvised weapon of choice. I guess this could go so many freaking ways. But a bat? I mean, or is that like a straight up weapon? Because it's not, though.
Not really.
Right? Because I feel pretty good when I got a bat in my hands.
Depends on what. I mean, you talking about a straight up bat or just a piece of wood?
Baseball
Anything
bat.
you could swing.
Just a baseball bat.
Okay.
Because I feel like I could like chill around town and I look like one of those, insane baseball dads that's just always.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
You'd blend in.
I would.
Nobody would.
I'd put a baseball cap on. I'd yell at people and chew some gum. I don't know. I don't think anybody would know.
Get in the face of some other parents.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's like always like a softball tournament going on in town.
Always.
Like always.
Yeah.
Like there's a perpetual tournament going on at the fields. It never ends.
There is.
It never ends. Like literally goes through the night.
Yeah, you can come through like 11:30.
Yeah.
And the 3-year-olds are practicing.
Exactly. Or the 30-year-olds are practicing.
Or the 30-years, yeah.
Like it never ends.
It's true.
So I'm like, I'm going to go with that because
good
I
idea.
feel like I'd blend in.
Genius.
Yeah, it's a genius.
Genius. Carissa DeWitt.
DeWitt.
DeWitt. Are you still doing wild air films? What's the next Casual Prepper video project?
Good question.
I didn't know if Wild Air was still going. I actually watched The Rookie the other day.
Did you?
I was just like, it
Yeah.
was good times.
It was a good time, wasn't it?
was.
I think
had a
it's
lot
a
of fun
really
doing
fun
it.
film, dude.
I was as sad as it was that I missed that. I was glad it happened because I mean we got like 2 more shoots out of it.
Yeah.
and it was freaking awesome.
It was. I mean, it would have been nice to get that nicer bowl.
Oh my
but,
gosh. Yeah.
And it would have been with your bow.
Yeah,
But it was fun. Yeah, if you guys
for
haven't
bringing
seen
that
it, go to YouTube, search Wild Air Films, and then click on The Rookie.
Yeah.
Because it's basically Cam going through his first big game hunt. And
yeah.
he
Not a big
hunts it
game
out.
hunter.
No.
My family, we shoot birds and dogs and cats. And,
Exactly. Yeah. Raccoons.
So
I don't
yeah,
know.
and especially not with a bow, and that was
Yeah.
what was primarily focused on.
So Wild Air Films still does exist, but we're so busy with other things that I don't have the time to be
It's
producing
not
a lot
on
of
the
that
season.
stuff. Yeah. But as far as our next video project, we've talked about a million different things.
Yeah,
Right? We're mulling over the ideas, and probably this summer we'll do some sort of a video project. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
yeah.
Right?
We're not quite there yet, but
No.
we have some good ideas.
We do have another project going on the
We
side.
have some ideas that are good in our mind that
Yes.
sound fun,
Uh-huh.
but that's probably all we're doing it for.
Yeah.
is to have fun and get out.
I don't know. It works.
But we might film it. We might not.
Yeah, I don't know. We do have a side project going on right now that we'll probably let you guys know about in the next couple of months, I hope.
Yeah,
That I think is going to be really cool.
I do too.
You know what I mean? So, but we can't let the cat out of the bag yet, right?
No,
We just can't.
no, we don't want to spoil it.
We don't want to spoil it, yeah, but I think it's going to be cool. Should be fun.
We want you guys driving out here to see what we're filming.
Yeah.
We don't need any.
Camping out with your binos trying to watch us. I don't need that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What are you here for?
Yeah. This one's from Thomas Enos.
Hmm.
It's a SHTF situation where Vernal is surrounded by Mormons on bicycles. What you gonna do?
It's funny that he says this, and yet his last name's Enos.
I know that is kind of funny, huh?
Book of Mormon name.
Yeah.
Maybe his LDS. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What are you gonna do, Cam?
I would I have a white shirt and dress pants, and I even still have a name tag.
Oh, there you go.
Just throw it on, and
Yeah.
I blend right in.
Yeah, they would
I
never
would
even
not be bothered.
No, no one would.
They
even
wouldn't
say a
be
word.
like knocking on doors or anything.
I'm actually pretty good at avoiding people if I have to. I have a basement. I can go down there. I can turn up the TV real loud.
Kobe is good.
And
I got a story for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
On your little surprise party thing.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
homie kept texting him all
Yeah.
day, his brother-in-law, about coming down and helping. And he's like, got a shower, and the kids are, and like,
Yeah.
we were all there at the theater. So we were like, that lying sack.
no, I wasn't lying though, because
He wasn't lying, but
I came home after jujitsu that morning, and I brought all of my nieces and nephews with me, and so they all showered before I could get in, and there was no hot water, so I had to wait like a half hour to get hot water. So I was hanging out there, and then by the time I finally got showered, everybody was gone, right? And then
so it wasn't a lie.
no, it wasn't a
but
lie.
he's a good avoider.
I am a good avoider, sure, but I think I
concur.
could avoid them. Is all I'm saying. I think I could just go in the basement and turn on the TV and
People have been doing it for years.
for years. Yeah,
It's like, trust
yeah,
me.
it's a really popular way to do it.
I think everybody is pretty skilled at avoiding.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
did you read that one?
No, yeah.
John Caleb Smith.
John Caleb
How much
Jingleheimer
Coke
Smith.
Mac? How much Coke mac and cheese does it take to stay survived in an earthquake game?
That is a really good question. I'm not really sure. Cam is the expert in this category, and the
It
problem
is
with me is
my
I've switched to
uni.
Coke Zero, so I don't even know. I'm on Coke Zero now.
Yeah.
You know,
Anything but real Coke tastes like canal water.
canal water. That's good. You just
Coke Zero isn't that bad.
It's really
Diet
not.
Coke is horrible for some reason.
I don't mind it anymore.
Don't you?
No,
Oh, man, I can't do
Again,
it.
the conversation
I'll
we had
do
at
Diet
dinner.
Pepsi, and I don't like Pepsi.
Oh, I hate Diet Pepsi.
Diet Coke just is
Really?
weird. But Coke itself is the best.
Oh, it's great, but the sugar does not agree with
And that
my colon.
I will not disagree one
You know
bit
what I
with
mean?
you there.
Yeah.
Kobe was on to something. We went, like, when I go to restaurants, if you have a sugary pop
Yeah.
with whatever you're eating,
Yeah.
it's way worse.
The mix does
And then
not
this
go.
place that we go and eat, it's like 45, maybe 2-day drive.
Yeah, it's
It
45
seems like
minutes
it takes
away.
forever.
Yeah.
And on the way with all of us in there and you don't want to fart, it's just horrible. But this time I just drank water and
Well,
ate
you-
my steak and I had no itch.
You did do your
Don't bring that up.
pre-dinner cocktail, right?
I found
Yeah.
out a new pre-dose restaurant medicine.
Yeah.
I just mix a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it works.
It's like Pepto and I usually take like an antacid, Pepto, a Tums, and an allergy medicine.
Oh my gosh,
and I haven't had one problem.
well, duh.
Yeah.
Your body's numb.
I'm gonna end up having some blockage or something
Yeah.
from it, but
The
don't follow my directions.
This is not medical
Works
advice.
great for me though.
Yeah. But how much? I mean, what is the answer to that question?
I don't know. You know, there's no way you can really determine how much Coke you need.
Really?
There's just no way.
Yeah.
I'd say I've considered like buying, like, man, what would a crate of like those, you know, the blue packs that have like 5 of the macaroni and
The
cheese?
Kraft mac and cheese.
Like,
or
you get a crate of that?
yeah.
They gotta be about,
The only problem
week
is,
long.
don't you have to have butter and like?
you do. That's
so you'd
true.
have to make sure that you had all that stuff as well.
I've like mastered the creaminess.
Really? I
with
almost never make mac and cheese.
Yeah,
so-
I don't really either. Sunday, it's always like a thing that my one boy likes it,
Yeah.
and I like to eat it. That's the only time we eat it, but he like refuses to let Tawny make it.
Really?
He's like,
Because
"Oh,
it's
Dad,
not
make
as
it."
good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway,
This one came from
2
Josh.
Costco crates. That's what I said.
2 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Joshua Weishinger. Weishinger. Money or happiness for career choices. This is getting deep. This is getting like, yeah, way deep. This is way different than Coke and mac and cheese. But for me, happiness all the way. Unless you can get
Because
both.
I don't make crap, I'm going to say happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness every day.
Happiness for sure. Unless you can somehow
Make
figure
it
out
seem like it was the choice I made.
if you can do both,
yeah.
then you're doing great. And then F you, because I want to
I
figure
don't
it
know how
out.
you did it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, because I've done both, and
Right.
it's just for me, it's not, the money ain't worth it.
Yeah.
You got to have enough. You can't just like say I love flipping burgers at Burger King. I'm going for $10 an hour the rest
Yeah.
of my life. Maybe you got to go a little more than that, right?
But Kobe and I both know people that are just like, it's 100% about money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh, you seem like it would just be miserable.
It just seems like it takes over people sometimes.
It does.
like in every aspect.
And I've changed jobs
Mm-hmm.
and went to like a a government reimbursement, one that would pay my student loans and stuff, and higher pay. And the urgent care, pays a lot better in my field. But I just hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated the flow. I hated how busy. And I was just like, not worth it to me. I much rather enjoy, wake up and be like, oh,
I can go to work.
I don't mind going to work. I don't mind if I have to stay later. And that's where I'm at now.
That's a big deal.
But then you always think back, you're like, man, it was good when I made that money.
Remember when my paychecks
Remember
covered
when
everything?
I was miserable, but it was great having money. Yeah, so I would do happiness all day long.
Happiness. Happiness.
I'd probably go like happiness.
Go for happiness. It's better. Every day.
Every day you probably want to choose a penis.
Maybe you want to get some money. Maybe you want to get a penis. Maybe you should go for that penis.
Yep.
A penis all
It's
the way.
in the name.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want it?
Who wouldn't want it? That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Brad Starkweather.
Starkweather. He sounds like he should be like on Game of Thrones
He sounds
or
like
something.
big CEO of some
Really?
corrupted, like,
Iron Man,
weather-changing
somebody
thing.
that's fighting Iron Man or something.
Maybe it's because Stark's in there.
Oh, yeah. But no, he does sound like he should be like on Game of Thrones or something like that.
Yeah.
The Starkweathers.
Starkweather.
Starkweather. And weather's looking a little stark out there.
It was blowing stuff and turned it into Starkweather real
Starkweather.
fast.
It was clear. The sky was shining. And then Starkweather came in.
A cool name.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Brad, though. I don't know.
Brad. Yeah. Change that one, Brad. Your last name's awesome. First name, Brad. I would just go by Mr. Starkweather.
Yeah, just cut the whole first
Yeah,
part
cut
out.
the first
Too
part
common.
out. Ain't worth it. Yeah.
How did you guys meet? And what is your biggest disagreement when it comes to prepping? Love the show. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Brad Starkweather.
Mr. Starkweather. Starkweather Industries.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, that's
sounds
what
like a big company.
It does, huh? Yeah, I think we've told this story several times, so we'll go through it quick. But Cam moved in across the street. He had looked at my bowels at one point at the doctor's office.
Not out on the street.
Yeah,
It was
we
in
did it in private.
You should come into my clinic. Your bowels look kind of
You got something going on funny there, boy.
looks like some kind of internal blockage. I'll see you next week.
What? Like knocking on my belly? Yeah, I can hear it.
You're just getting your mail, like tapping on your belly. How long's this been going?
Yeah, that's your stethoscope. Who are you? I moved in across the street. Shut up. I'm trying to listen.
I'm here to help the health of this community.
I'm ahead of the HOA these days. I can do whatever I want.
These mailboxes about the right place?
Yeah.
Your bowels are not in the right place.
Yeah, your tummy sounds a little funny. Something's wrong.
Just start listening to people with a stethoscope. That would not creep anyone out.
You should take your stethoscope like Walmart and just stop people and just put it on their belly or on their back or just somewhere. You know what I mean?
I knew there was something wrong.
Yeah. That's how we met.
That's how we met. I don't think I agree with you. I don't really think there hasn't been
disagree.
like one. I don't think there's been like a specific thing at all that we're like, yeah, I wouldn't store axes. I'd store knives.
Yeah. Hatchets are better.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have had like a straight up disagreement in prepping. Have we?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I really tried to think really hard, like if there
We're
was
men,
something.
we forget about stuff.
Yeah, we just hit each other in the nuts and move on. That's how we do it.
What'd
Starkweather.
you say? Crack. Right in the balls.
What are you talking about? EDC knives? Oh,
Forgotten.
forgotten. We agree now.
What were we talking about? Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think there was anything. We just get along, get along.
Get on. That's right. Is it my turn?
I think so.
Okay, Emily, Tally, Soleil. I don't know. Aside from your wives/kids, what does your family think about the podcast? Do any of them support it? Do they take it seriously or tease you or both?
I get a little teased.
Yeah, I
By
don't get
some
teased
family.
much, really.
It's more of a, if I'm caught in a situation.
With your pants down.
Yeah. You bet you weren't prepared for that.
You ain't got any Coke or macaroni? Idiot.
Like I've been up on the mountain or something and the car won't start, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have jumpers. How do I not have jumpers? And people are like, hey, stupid idiot.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be all prepared for this.
It does. It's bad because you're held
susceptible
to a much
that.
higher standard. Anything in that field, you know what I mean?
But for the most part, most people, family, and stuff like that, they're into the preparedness.
Yeah, I think mine don't really make fun of me. They support it. I don't think none of them really listen regularly. They don't care that much.
That's true.
They will follow.
My family,
they'll follow on social media and stuff, and they'll say, "Oh, that was kind of funny," you know. But that's
my
as far
parents
as
just
it goes.
ask, "You still doing that prepper thing again? Still?
Still talking on the radio?" That's how most of them. How do I listen?
We're listening to FM 101, 105, and you're not on there.
Haven't figured it out. You're not on a Christian
Are you
rock
on
station.
AM?
AM radio.
Yeah, so-
dialing in the ham. Didn't hear you. What's going on?
We should.
Yeah.
I need to do it and just make a ham radio station for casual preppers.
Yeah, you definitely should.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but they're all pretty cool about it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
There's not a lot of teasing, but
Nah, my teasing's just that. It's the standard thing, like you said. You get held to some ridiculous standard.
yeah.
We need a knife. You go on. Campfires has one.
A lot of them will like on my wife's side, the family will ask me things like, "What do you think's going on in the world?" You know what I mean? I'll get those and like
the
I'm
news
I don't know.
thing,
like I don't listen to the news.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
political. I don't care.
Yeah, just like, do you think it's gonna go bad? Probably. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's the
You know what
best
I mean?
answer.
Yeah.
Just assume so. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Government ain't gonna help you. I'll tell you that right now.
This government
No.
might.
They might
dish
send you a
out-
check.
Yeah.
Get you a check.
I know there's problems. Howler's $3,000.
I know we've been like screwing shit up a lot. Here's a couple $1,000.
Well, $3,000 will make you forget about it.
What do you think about it? Hmm?
That's pretty good.
You want to hit me in the nuts and move on? Does that work?
Do it.
Do it.
Keith Scott. That's
See,
a
he's
straight
got,
up name.
He's got two first names.
He does. Or is it Scott Keith? Did you put it in here wrong?
I don't. There's no comma.
Well, Keith Scott Keith, is 300 pocket knives too many?
No,
No.
it's not.
Even if that read 3,000, I'd say no.
No, it's so weird because we get so many knives, right?
Yeah.
And the pocket knives are the ones I always get the most excited for. And
Me
I was
too.
trying to figure that out too because I love like like a bushcraft knife or a survival knife. Those are awesome, right? And they're probably, for
Overall, more useful
I would think so.
survival-wise? Is that
But
what
I
you mean?
use a pocket knife every single day.
Yeah.
And so when I get a pocket knife, I get so excited. And even though I got probably 100 of
Yeah.
them, like I don't need any more.
Yeah, we've become obsessed with them.
So I think, no, that's 300 is not too many.
Mm-mm.
It's just not.
No, it's worth it.
Yeah, it
and you
definitely
should
is.
shoot for 300.
Yeah, that's a good number. That's a good solid number to
It is a
shoot
good
for.
solid number.
I think it's great. So there was two of them that were kind of similar, so I thought I'd throw these together. This one came from Shane Temple. He says, "How to cash in the burbs," but there's no question mark. It's a period.
Not the
so this is a
movie.
statement. And then Gores 213 says, "Ever considered burying supplies? If so, what would you use and how? Would an older but still sealable ammo can suffice, you think?" Sure.
Next question. That's all. We should just answer all of them in one episode,
Yes
just
or
like
no.
a yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes. Next question from
No. Yeah, so we did do an episode on survival caches, but it's been
pretty early on.
Yeah,
and that's a cool subject.
it is a cool subject. We are probably going to need to revisit
We
that
should.
soon.
We
We
should.
try our best. It's really hard. We try our best to not overdo
I
the
think
same subjects.
It had worked its way into a few other episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Of like
Yeah.
making some cash, but that's a good one.
Yeah, we
Good
need to do
thing.
that
Bring
again.
that up. Yeah, I've considered burying one, and but it is hard to know. Like, what do I put in there?
Yeah,
Because I'm like, I don't want to put nice gear in there because I love this nice gear.
I know.
I don't want to put cheap gear in there because it's pointless.
Pointless.
So it's like, what do you put in there?
I need to be rich. I need to work for money, not happiness.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
just bury all the cool stuff.
Right.
Have two of it, Yeah, it's hard. But yeah, I think you can cash anywhere. You can cash in the burbs. You can cash in urban areas. You can cash out in the rural areas. You can cash at Walmart if you needed to. I don't know.
Hollow out a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
can
know
do
those
that.
yellow or the little green telephone line things?
Yeah.
Crack it open. Put some in there.
Yeah. It
High
says,
voltage, who cares?
don't worry about it.
Drop
Keep
it in
people
there.
out.
But yeah, I've thought about making one. And what I like, some of the key things I put in there is I put cash in there.
It's a cache, anyways.
Yeah, it already like
Says it in the name.
confusing. It's like cache within a cache.
Dome within a dome.
And then I'd have water. For some reason, you're probably gonna need water or a filter.
They're always thirsty.
It just depends. If you're like going way out of town, you have a cache out there.
Yeah.
I'd probably have something like that.
Yeah.
And then I mean, we did a whole episode on this.
Yeah.
I would like to put a weapon in it, but that's where it's like, how do you part with a decent gun?
Maybe
I don't want to
yeah,
throw
I don't know.
maybe an
You
old revolver in there.
get
or
a
something.
cheapie, I guess,
Yeah.
you know. But even then it's like, well, how good is that cheapo gun going to be when it's
Yeah.
been buried in the I mean, again, if you have a really good cache that seals really well and no moisture is going to get in and
I just put all your stuff in it
Yeah.
and fill it full of Crisco.
That's
and
good.
keep it safe.
Yeah.
Or cover it in McDonald's French fries. That stuff never goes bad.
It doesn't, does it?
Anyway, you
So
can
it-
eat them and you keep stuff safe.
For sure. It's probably a good fire starter too.
It has
I would
to be.
guess.
I wonder how well they
I don't
burn.
know. I don't know. That's a good idea. Yeah.
I still remember about the time I was about done with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode when they went to the Crossroads area?
I think so.
And
yeah.
Rick and them, they did bury a cache outside
Oh.
before they went into the city.
I
That was
think
the only
so.
thing I
And they got
got.
attacked in the city or something, right?
Remember
yeah.
they're like slitting their throats in the trough and
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah.
But
I did
he
see
had
a-
a cache on the outside and they ended up using it.
Oh, of guns. Yeah, it was
yeah,
like
he
out
put
in the
his, like,
forest or whatever.
silver
huh?
revolver in there.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyways, that was about where it got real horrible. It was already about there.
Is it still going? Walking Dead?
Yes.
Holy crap.
There's like one actor in there that's still, I think
Jeez.
Daryl's the only one.
They're going on with
They're
that show
milking that sucker.
like we do with one joke.
It's going to surpass MASH here soon.
I know, huh?
Lost.
The Simpsons.
Yes. Nothing's ever going to go over that.
You know what would be great to put in a cache? Anything from SOL.
That I agree with.
Survive outdoors longer. They make emergency shelters. Put that in your cache.
Great
Fire
idea.
starters. Put that in your cache. Survival kits. You want to survive? Put
Sounds
that
like
in
an
your cache.
insult.
I mean,
Put
come-
that in your cache.
Put that in your cache. But stick that right in your cache.
That's prepper insults.
Yeah. Signaling accessories. My gosh, they've got everything.
They really do.
They are trusted by outdoor professionals and casual preppers. I literally have their emergency bivvy in my bug out bag. They are really reasonably priced, and that's why I love that stuff, because you're not going to break the bank and you're going to get something that's really high quality.
Right.
They have a brand new collection being launched later this year that we are crazy excited about, expanding their selection to include base camp items, cutting tools, navigation,
Oh, sweet.
and a whole bunch more. So pack SOL and pack more than luck. All right. Available at REI, Amazon, and many other fine retailers out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to get some of their stuff.
For
man.
the price, too.
Yeah.
Like, you get.
It's great.
Like, I've used all their stuff and it's not garbage.
Yeah. And
Like,
they sent us out a couple of
it's
kits
useful
too.
and
And they're
awesome.
great, man.
Yeah.
They're
And they're easy to find. You don't
Yeah.
have to go search
you can get them anywhere.
on Etsy for these guys.
Yeah. They're not like handmade survival kits.
Nope,
you know,
they're
come with
not.
like baked, Rice Krispie treats. that-
Melted down recycled plastic
Yeah, exactly.
handle.
Yeah.
_little_ Avenger. Little Avenger.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Russian troops moving on the Ukraine border?
This question could have been asked any time in like the last 20 years.
True.
And
I was like,
you know what I mean?
so crazy. It does. It applies.
It really does. It's typical Russia. They love to pick on the Ukrainians. Like they just do.
They do.
You know what I mean? They'll probably just blame it on an avalanche anyways.
Perhaps avalanche come in.
Perhaps the snows, and your day.
That country's very good. Perhaps avalanche come in and kill them all.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know they do. They always blame them on stuff.
Yeah.
Chernobyl was there. The power plant didn't
Yeah.
break. The stupid Ukrainian
It's idiots. Always causing problems. Always.
problems. Yeah, Chernobyl. There's Ukraine.
Yeah.
Global
warming, gosh damn Ukraine again.
World War II. Avalanche.
Maybe we just take some tanks to the border just in case. Okay?
Hitler died by avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than it's normal. It happens all the time. That's it. This one came from Pizza Pew Pew.
Pew pew.
Pizza Pew Pew. Favorite pizza topping? Ooh. It's getting deep into the archives of my mind.
It does.
I'm not. So
I'm not a big extreme.
no.
Like honestly, I almost always just go with pepperoni.
And like I'll eat a cheese pizza and be happy as
I'm
a
pretty
clam.
happy too. Yeah, with
You know what I
any-
mean? So here's where I differ from a lot of people, and especially with my family. They hate when we order pizza because I have to have stuffed crust. I love it.
I love stuffed crust too.
I
Really, your family
freaking-
hates it?
Everybody hates it but me.
Yeah, I like it too.
Which is great because when we get a stuffed crust pizza, they throw the crust back in the box and look who gets
Yeah,
it.
whole new pizza.
Hello. I get extra.
I like it too.
Dude, I freaking.
I do think some of my kids are kind of like, I'm like, what?
You're crazy.
The best part.
I know. Like, I would literally eat just stuffed crust
I would too.
instead of the pizza and be
Yeah.
like super happy. And I will. I know people don't like this, but I like Hawaiian pizza too. I'll take.
I don't mind Hawaiian pizza.
Like
It's not my
pineapple and
choice. I wouldn't order it.
Yeah.
But I'll eat it if it's there.
Okay.
But you're weird.
I know.
No. Yeah, almost always. It's like we go to like this fancy pizza place, I'm like pepperoni.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, okay.
I know.
But I like olives on my pizza and mushrooms, and
That's
I just
weird.
I don't like the specialty pizza, or not specialty. The what's the one with everything? The
Combination
Yeah, combination.
or Supreme.
Supreme. That's the name
Supreme.
I was looking for.
Well, isn't that what it has on it? Olives and mushrooms and
It has everything. Maybe it's just the onions I just don't like.
oh, the onions. Okay.
It just feels like it just consumes all the flavor.
Sure.
It's like all I taste is onions.
I don't really like olives.
But I
on my
feel like it's
pizza.
a lazy man's. Like every time we go to my dad's
Combination.
he's like, "Hey, got a bunch of family here. Let's eat some pizza. What do you guys want?" And I'm like, "Well, pizza."
Pepperoni.
You know, the kids like the pepperoni. He's like, "Okay." Calls, and I'll get 2 Supremes.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's lazy.
Yeah. I'm not big on Supremes either. I'll eat any of it though. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I'll eat it too. I'll eat it with onions, but I just don't like
Yeah.
it. This is weird mix.
Making me hungry now.
I am
freaking
too.
starving.
But I usually just go with old plain old pepperonis. Me loves to dance. Me loves
to dance.
Me loves to dance.
Hello. Me loves to dance.
No listener here from Long Island. That's not Long Island.
That's a great Long Island accent.
You guys are funny. What do you think?
What do you think will be the big SHTF? Well, that went Russian for a
I
second.
know a guy that likes to dance.
Hey, funny guy here, huh? I love to dance. But what about the SHTF?
Yeah. What about it?
What about it?
So,
What do you think will be the big SHTF event?
who knows?
Ah,
In my opinion,
Hmm?
because of all the stuff that's been going on, I think the biggest I think the biggest
that was weird. That was weird.
I think the biggest SHTF.
I tell you a secret.
You were like,
I think it's the biggest.
I'm gonna be real quiet about this.
Don't tell nobody
Because
about
there's
it.
been immunizations and stuff.
Yeah, I got the microchip.
A total collapse of our society would be a second pandemic.
oh yeah, seriously.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it would take.
One that was deadly.
Yeah. One that actually was legit.
Like right now,
Virus like
Holy-
the Spanish flu. After this one,
oh, we'd be so
we'd be
dead.
toast.
Everybody
Nobody
would die.
would trust the government.
Not a person would be
Masks, F no.
left. No.
And immunizations.
Yeah.
This is a crock. Like I've never seen so many conspiracies come from some single thing. So
Dude.
at that point, if we were truly followed by a really bad pandemic that was deadly, we'd be
I
toast.
literally think that it would be like Armageddon. Like it's the end.
I do too.
The Earth is over for humans.
Because people they're done with it.
Oh yeah,
I'm done with it.
I'm totally done with it too. Yeah, if we bring out another one, I'm like screw
But
it.
to be told, this one's deadly,
Yeah,
and just from the last one and the false numbers and stuff that came out at first, and then the change in idea. I'm not saying pandemic wasn't real.
Yeah.
It was, but a deadly one, that would be it.
it
That's
would be
my
over.
big SHTF.
It would be over anytime in the next 5 years if we have one.
Oh yeah,
It's it. That's done.
Anybody that's lived through it,
Yeah.
they're not going to do anything.
The
about
United
it. They
States
will-
is over.
and even if they believed it, I think they're
Yeah.
just like, I don't care, I'm dying.
Yeah, I had a good life. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna breathe it in.
Yeah, I
tonight.
gotta go to the restaurant. I gotta go.
I ain't doing this
Yeah.
again.
We loves to dance, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. What Walter says asks, which one of you has more toilet paper stocked up? How much? And where do you keep it? And what's your number? What's your address? Text me.
What Walter says?
What? Walter
Well,
says.
what Walter says.
I really don't know. Cam doesn't tell me how much he has.
There's no way I have more than Kobe. I know that.
You don't think so? I don't know.
I've been stocking up for the last 6 months, just every order.
Yeah.
But I still don't think I have it.
Um,
No, I don't have that much. I think I have probably, with my kids, I got a 2-day supply.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They use so much.
I know.
My one son clogged the toilet last night. I'm like, you don't need to wipe your butthole until it's bloody.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
Yeah, it's a hard thing to not do though.
like
sometimes.
slow it down.
Yeah,
I don't like stains in my underwear any more than you.
I don't either.
But you need to be.
You gotta go slow.
I really need to get a bidet for backup.
Bidet, sir.
Yeah. Bidet. So. But
I do
I
too.
I really want one.
I do too.
Like I'll put one in my basement and man, spray that butthole till the sun goes down.
Exactly. Just
But you
do
know,
it.
if you run out, you got.
And it's entertainment too.
I guess.
I'm bored. I'm gonna go out and hit the bidet for a
Man,
bit.
I don't got nothing better to do.
I gotta read and bidet for a
Spray
bit.
my butthole for a while. I do want one though,
I do too. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
because then you're like, well, if you're out of paper,
I know. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have had them, but I just don't know which one to get. Because there's like some that you can get for super cheap.
Yeah.
Like $20. I'm like, do I want to spray my butt with something that was $20? Like, I think I
know.
need to get something a
all
little
I
better.
feel like it would do would just be like somebody spraying a mist on your butt.
Yeah,
and you're going, well, now
yeah,
I
or
gotta
like-
wipe anyway.
Or like a water pick on there and like it hurts like too much. You know what I mean?
It's like a pressure washer.
Yeah. This
Supposed to
is,
spray skin off.
yeah, is this right?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know.
I've wondered that too.
Yeah.
One of the guys that I work with, he like swears by him, so I
Does
should
he?
ask him.
Yeah.
Which one's your butthole telling you the
Yeah.
best?
So if you guys have got one, let me know. I don't want to spend a lot.
I kind of want to know too.
And I don't want it to be hard to install.
Well, I know there are ones that are like built into just the lid system.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to have a whole new toilet.
Yeah.
They're pretty reasonably priced, but I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either.
I haven't spent time.
Well, and you
researching.
still have to have some toilet paper, right? Otherwise, your butt's wet,
Yeah. I don't.
right? I
It's
just
like
don't
getting
get it.
splashed and leaving it.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You know, sometimes that happens. You'll get splashed,
does.
and so you got to wipe it off.
It does.
So
It's always a fear. Like if there's pee in the toilet, I'm like, well, I'm gonna put waste in there, but
Yeah.
if it splashes on my butt,
Yeah.
that's gross.
You got to be careful.
So,
you
I
either
waste
gotta,
water.
You either got to hover higher or get down real low. There's two
So,
options.
The turd just touches the water as it slips.
So
in.
there's no plop. It's just directly from butt to
It is
water.
true. It's something that I think about.
I know.
I'm like,
It's
okay.
so stupid. You know what I mean? And then guys have another thing to worry about, so they got to figure out that piece of it too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on. It's
Yeah.
not just sitting down and taking a shit. Like there's stuff going on.
There is.
You know what I mean?
It's an art.
It is. Anyways, let us know about the bidet because I really want to
Yeah.
get one.
I do too.
Bidet, sir.
Bidet, sir.
Bidet. This one came, or is this you?
Megan Miles. I don't know. Did I say one?
Miles, go for it.
How do you guys find new inspiration for podcast episodes? How many suggestion messages per week do you get from listeners?
Yeah.
Well, here's how it goes.
Okay.
We get done with the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and Kobe says, "Hey, let's come up with some ideas. What do you think?" And I'll shoot some ideas, and he's like, "Those are great. This one's what we're gonna do." And then we end up going with that one.
It does definitely not go that way every time. Sometimes
Kobe
it does.
usually has the better ideas.
Sometimes it does. Well, we have a shared document where we just have a bunch of ideas put
Yeah.
down. And there's probably like 30 or 40 ideas on there that we haven't yet used, but they're ideas and they're some like it's just
It's hard to like make a good
Yeah.
podcast out of it. Otherwise, it's like
Yeah.
it might be really quick or it might go into too much detail.
It is the hardest. That is probably one of the hardest things about doing a podcast, especially doing a
is.
podcast for this long.
Yeah.
About a very niche subject because you don't want to like. There's like a core things that you talk about all the time,
Yeah.
right? But you can only do so many podcasts about bug out bags.
Exactly.
Right. So we try our best to like, okay, we're going to talk about bug out bags again or bug out locations, but we're going to do it at a little bit different angle.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to make it fresh, right?
You gotta change it up or you get bored.
Exactly. Yeah. And we don't want to be, because there are a lot of podcasts out there that just do them over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
it's like
right?
Bug Out Bags Part 10.
Yeah, part 10. Like you can only do that so much. But like inspiration, like where do we get those? They do, like listeners will send us ideas.
Yeah, we've stolen
For sure.
ideas from a couple of times.
The hard part is like so many times they'll send us stuff and it is like so specific to their situation. Like You do an episode if you live in Kansas City, you make $56,000 a year, you have 3 daughters, you got 1 son, you're divorced, and your favorite food is Italian. Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm going to do a podcast.
You want me to do
Wait till Q&A, maybe we'll answer your question.
it's sometimes
That's true. They have been pretty specific, huh?
Yeah. So that's really hard.
Or they're super long. You're just like, ugh,
Yeah.
you just did your podcast right there.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, that civil defense episode. I was reading a book at the time, and I'm like, oh, this would be kind of a cool episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. The inspiration comes from a lot of different places, but that is probably the hardest thing
It is. And like,
to make it fresh.
when we make the outline, it's always kind of hard because I'm like, maybe this is the direction I want to go.
Yeah.
Kobe doesn't want to go that direction.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know.
And we try
Hopefully
and make
works
it
out.
We try and make it as relevant for you guys as possible,
Right.
but also keeping it interesting. Like, we know that like surviving an asteroid isn't super relevant all
No,
the
but
time,
it's
but it's
cool.
fun. And then again, everything kind of comes back to the same preps anyways.
It does.
So
Yep.
let's talk about a new subject.
Guns.
Guns. 5.56.
Every time.
Yeah. So anyways, it's hard. It really is. It really is hard. This one came from Ben's Harmack. Or
Sharmack.
Ben Sharmack. If faced
Benchmark.
Yeah. If faced with the scenario of the Donner Party or the soccer team that crash landed on the ice mountain, would you eat
Rugby
another
team.
Yeah, it was rugby. Would you eat another human being?
No.
I'm not gonna.
Humans are gross.
Yeah. I don't even like talking
No, it
to them.
depends on the person.
I don't even like talking to them. I'm not gonna eat them.
I know. For the longest time after Alive, like I saw it pretty young,
Yeah.
just like all the other R-rated movies out there.
Yeah, me too.
Me and my brothers forever, we'd like pull a piece of turkey, like on Thanksgiving,
Part
we'd be
of the
like,
butt.
I'm gonna eat this piece from Alive. I don't think I could do it.
I don't think I
and
could either.
in the books I've been reading a lot of these like shipwreck and
Mm-hmm.
stranded on the ocean where they've resorted to this.
Yeah.
And the morale drop is like like they don't have anything left to live after they do that. They're just like, I don't care about it. It's weird, and I'm like, I don't ever want to be in that situation. But I can't say I couldn't.
I don't
if
think
I'm in
I
that
would.
situation.
I think I'm just gonna die.
I think I
I'll
would
just
too.
go to sleep.
yeah,
I'm done.
because it sounds like it's just what it does to them afterwards. Even after they survive, they're just like, I ate his butthole. I don't.
Yeah, dude.
I roasted his nuts.
Yeah.
I got to tell his family.
Cam's nuts roasting on an open fire.
It kept me alive, but tasted weird. Just want you to know your husband tasted super weird.
It's funny.
Yeah. So probably couldn't do it.
No. Oh, this guy got 2 in here. How do you do that?
I was gonna say, isn't that the same name?
Yes.
Walter says,
That guy.
son of a. Was this you?
No.
No, you did Ben Schmark.
It's you.
What Walter says. Regarding underground storage and bunker type stuff, I have a small tract home property and want to dig down in my backyard
I
to
want to dig in your
maximize
backyard, too.
space. Most likely for storage or dry goods like toilet paper. But any tips on bunker building? Can't recall if you had an episode on that.
Well, let me tell you what. There's a place you can go find it. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Episode 49 called
Nice.
Bunkers.
Bunkers.
Yeah, we did do one on that. And we
Yeah.
actually had a section, I think, where we talked about building your own bunker.
Yeah, we did. It's been a long
Right?
time, huh?
It's been a while.
Yeah, there's a couple little key things in there. Me personally, I'd get like one of those pre-built like tornado,
Yeah.
bunkers
Yeah, it's a great idea.
because there's a lot of like risky stuff,
Oh, yeah.
losing oxygen down there, your hatch not opening,
Your hat?
your hatch.
Oh, hatch. My hat won't open.
Got a bunch of gear in here, won't open.
Gosh, dang it.
And then like a lot of people, I've heard people in town say this. You're like, I'm just gonna get a
Shipping
train
container.
Yeah, shipping container. Yeah, that's what it was.
You have to reinforce those.
Yeah, they collapse. You wouldn't think they would, but they do.
will.
And so, yeah, there's some things you can look online, but you can't trust that.
No.
I think if somebody that really knows, like
Yeah.
an architect that knows what the freak they're doing,
Yeah.
but that's what I would do.
I just asked someone on Facebook. Everybody's an expert.
That's
there.
true.
It's a good idea.
COVID protection.
Yeah.
You know everything on Facebook.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Anyway.
a good way. Go check out that episode, though. Episode
Don't just
49.
bury shipping container. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah. This one came from Piotr Pix. Piotr Pix. What is your favorite part about going camping? The solitude, the setup of the campsite, hanging by the fire after the camp is established, all the freedom to do bushcraft with your knives. For me, 100%, it's sitting around the fire and just shooting the crap. Like,
Yeah,
that is the best part. Like, all night long, like where your conversation goes, just sitting around staring at the fire, especially when it's just like just the guys.
know.
It's like it's like 1 a.m. and you're like, what are we talking
I
about?
know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like therapeutic.
Oh, it's so.
I just remember it's like you're just in a trance,
Yeah.
poking in the fire, and you're like, I don't know, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what I was doing.
And yeah, you're like talking about stuff that you would never say normally,
know.
and it's just like the camp. It
For all
brings
you
it out
like
of you.
therapists and counselors,
Yeah.
just make a bonfire in the middle of your clinic.
It's got to be dark though, and you got to have like the trees,
It's
and you
the
got to have
atmosphere.
the stars, and you got to be away from people. And
That's the number
it's
one.
really, if it's like you and the boys, or just you and another guy, it's like that's when it's the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When your kids are there, I don't know, it's great and all, but
Don't put that in there.
Yeah.
Stop poking that in
don't jump in the fire.
there. Yeah. Don't.
It'll burn you.
They like get it hot and then they're like spreading ashes all over the
Exactly.
forest.
Yeah.
For me, 100% solitude.
Yeah,
and that's impossible anymore.
It's so
like
hard.
Kobe and I talk about that all the time, trying to go and shoot a video.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could literally go and camp in the middle of the Sahara Desert,
Mm-hmm.
or I could go, the North Pole, and someone jackass is going to pull
Yeah.
up and be like,
Right
what
next to
you
you.
doing?
Yeah. Well,
And they're going to be loud, and they're going to have kids and, whatever else. Turn
Yeah.
their radio up full blast.
or just sit and park and watch you or
yeah,
something.
I'm just like, what's wrong with humans?
yeah, I don't like them.
So I love the solitude if I can find it.
you can find
There's
it.
nothing better than that.
yeah.
But usually I'll pitch
worst
a tent,
part is
you'll
like-
sit there and somebody will pull up right next to you. and
Yeah,
start
if you're in,
playing
like-
their radio,
Yeah.
generators running 24/7.
If you're in a campsite, it's the worst, like a campground. It's like
You can't get
all
away from
hours
it.
of the night there's people driving in and out. What are these people doing at 3 a.m.?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
yeah.
And you're like all kind of freaked out. Like,
You're all
what?
comfortable and
Yeah.
freaking lights just blast you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. I
hate
love solitude, but it's hard to find. That's
Exactly.
my favorite thing. And then the fire too. Yeah.
Fire's great.
I like it is. It's like
It's great.
peaceful. Swindle dick.
Nick.
Swindle Nick.
Swindle dick.
I did read dick. That was weird.
That's hilarious.
Swindle Nick. Do you guys keep precious metals in your prepped stash? If so, how much do you recommend?
Yeah. Yeah. I do have a small amount of silver, like a couple $100 worth or something
Ooh,
like
good.
that. I'm not a huge precious metals guy. I don't know. I think it's great to have a little bit, if you want to like hedge
I
investments and
just
stuff.
get metals.
Yeah.
I got steel.
Iron
Yeah. I don't have any other metals in mine.
and steel. A little bit of titanium, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all.
But I think
Galvanized steel.
it's great to have a small amount around. But I'm not one of those guys that's like, put all your money in gold,
Yeah, I'm not either.
silver, platinum, palladium. I don't know, all that stuff.
Mercury,
Plutonium,
kryptonite.
tritium.
Yeah, tritium. I have like 2 coins that are $20 a piece of
Beautiful.
silver
Nice.
to make my bullets for werewolf. Yeah. And then I have 5 pure copper coins for, I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Remember I bought them at PrepperCon?
That's right, you did.
I thought they were cool looking. My kids
Yeah.
like them. But that's all I got.
I do have some like old coins that I've saved, like pennies before 1982, I think is what it is. They're mostly copper, and then quarters and nickels before 64. Is that what it is? I can't remember the dates exactly, but they're like
I'm
mostly
sure a
silver.
collector will want some.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've got some of those saved up,
It's cool. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got some like 50-pound gold nugget I found in the
50
garden.
pound.
I don't know what to do with it.
I'll just keep it around. Put it in a paperweight on my desk. Yeah.
Holds the garage door open.
Yeah. Works well.
It's pretty.
really
It's really
shiny.
heavy. I don't move much. but-
Shiny. Jade Antiques says, what brands of knives or axes should I get? What pocket knives too? Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, so for bushcraft knives, I love tops.
I do too.
I love them. I
Yeah.
think they're great. You can't beat the price.
I agree.
quality.
I haven't gone out and bought my own like specific bushcraft knife,
Mm-hmm.
but the one I feel pretty comfortable with, and I feel like that's all I need.
The Cub is great. The Fieldcraft is great.
Both of those,
they've got good ones.
awesome.
Man. They're really great.
I really like the Fieldcraft one. It's probably the one I carry when I go camping.
It's great. Axes, I'm not an axe guy. Like, I don't have a good grasp.
Nice axe.
Yeah, I just don't have a good grasp. Cam is more into the axe side. Yeah,
I can't hold on to them very good. I don't go good grasp.
yeah. So what do you say for axes?
So I have looked into this because we had an axe that I tried and it like snapped the handle. It was frustrating. I'm like, well, that would be the worst thing if you're like, not that you're gonna be surviving,
counting on it though.
But yeah. So I'd looked into. I really want. I don't even know how to say it. It's like Gransforsbruk. Gransfors. It's like a $120 or $50 axe, but it's made of like it's hickory. They've like balanced it out. It's handmade. Like it's made to be freaking used forever.
Yeah.
Swedish steel.
Ooh.
So anyway,
that's cool.
I mean, I'm looking at getting one. My big thing on axes is you see a lot of those that have like the plastic come up around the head.
Yeah.
You can't split with those.
Yeah.
You can't drive it through. And I don't know. I'm like, yeah, if it's a cheap axe, throw it in your trailer. But one that's like a big, solid freaking steel head.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would go with. And there are some junky ones that they make,
Yeah.
the handle's made out of freaking
plastic
particle
basically.
board.
Yeah, it's not great.
But the it's like Gransforsbruk. It's a Sweden axe. That's the one I want to buy.
Nice.
One day.
I'll have to look into that.
Come on, Battle Box, put it in there.
Please. Pocket knives, there's so many that I like. And I'm not, as far as pocket knives go, I'm not a guy that does a super expensive knife because I know I'm going to lose them, especially like at my everyday carry stuff. Eventually, they're probably going to get lost. Right. But there's a lot of brands. I love Spyderco, Bastion, Wee Knives, Cricket, all of those I have that, and I've loved them. Yeah. They all have good stuff and reasonably priced that if you lose it, you're not going to cry for a week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah, we've had a lot. Huh?
SOG is great too.
Yeah. I really like my Boker knife.
Oh, Boker. Yeah. Boker's great.
It's just perfect EDC knife. Yeah. Like they're just really nice. You can tell if you can flip it open without like any effort, you're like, that's built good.
Yeah, it's built nice.
But I use my Spyderco, Boker, and my Tops probably the most.
Tops.
Oh, and Cricket, I have a ton of the Cricket ones.
Buck knives.
Haven't had one problem with any of them, like coming apart or loosening.
No.
I think my Nuke one was the only one that started to loosen.
I had some issues with, what brand was that?
The one that poked your finger?
The Homefront one. No. Was it called the Homefront? Was that? Remember, it came all apart kind of funny, and it was, I don't know.
That one was a joke. Like to put back together.
Yeah,
Is that one?
I think so, yeah.
Cool knife, but
really hard. Like the ones that are more intricate and have more parts.
Right. That's why I kind of like the buck knife.
Yeah.
Because it's just like
solid.
Straight up freaking blade. That's,
for sure.
Anyway.
You know what a harder thing is than finding a good knife? Is finding comfortable pants.
Amen to that.
Comfortable shirts that have all the functionality you're looking for, especially us as preppers and as outdoorsmen. And, we're always carrying all this gear and we need pockets in all these places. It's hard to find it. And it's hard to find it and make it look good. But guess what? We've done the work for you. We've found the place to go. It's Off the Grid Surplus. Look at Cam. Look at him. He's got his shirt on right now.
Have it on.
It looks fantastic. Yeah. Right? We've tested it. We have
shorts now.
Oh, I've got the shorts. I'm taking them to Hawaii with me.
Yeah, I tried them on. They're
great. Yeah, they're great. And I even have a shirt I'm taking to Hawaii because it looks like a Hawaiian shirt.
You should take more than one shirt.
Okay. I'll take more than one. Anyways, if you want to get some stuff like this, go to offthegridsurplus.com. Use our code CasualPreppers. You're going to get an extra 15% off your entire order. And if you can find a better deal than that, I don't know, listen to a different podcast because this is a great deal and you're going to look great. I promise you. They've got, I'm wearing a shirt of theirs today as well.
Oh, that's right.
Long sleeve tee. Look, we're decked out right now.
Yeah.
They've got t-shirts, they've got hats, they've got long sleeve shirts.
They had a deal just recently that I missed. I don't think it's going anymore, but you could buy one of their Thunderbolt shirts and get one for free, which is
that's a good
deal.
Jeez. Yeah, go
but
check them out.
Anyway, like their full price is worth it.
It is.
Like,
absolutely.
I love this shirt. I love it. Look at it.
You look so good. Yeah, I've got the long sleeve version of that shirt and I love it.
Yeah, they're great. They're like the perfect camping shirt. And if that means anything, you're gonna know bugging out. You're gonna have the best
Exactly.
freaking gear ever.
Off the Grid Surplus. Go check them out.
That's it.
Yeah, do you want me to go? No, there's more.
Is there more?
Outdoor_brush_man_.
Oh, did you slip those in? I never even saw.
No, you saw them. I just moved
Oh,
them.
I did. It moved them. Oh, okay.
What would the worst
This has been
alien?
a podcast. Thanks, everybody.
What would the worst alien invasion be?
This is after credits.
1, little gray men. 2, Independence Day aliens that just want to kill. 3, War of the World that want to harvest humans. 4, a bug-like hive race that only has feeding on its mind. Okay, what do you think, Cameron?
The harvesting is creepiest to me.
It is pretty creepy.
I still like War of the Worlds.
Mm.
Like, I think we've talked about that. The last little bit's like crappy, but
Yeah.
the first part terrified me.
The first
When
half
they're
of
like,
that film is so good.
Yeah, and like anything to me that's like super big and can see down through trees
It's
is
creepy. huh?
terrifying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if it was like harvesting that way, I'd hate it.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'm going to go with the bugs, though. You know
That'd
what I
be
mean?
gross.
Remember Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Dude, I loved that movie.
That show was
I thought it
cool.
was great, but they were creepy, like all those bugs and they're...
I always thought that show was weird. Do you remember their hometown? It was in Argentina.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
I know.
weird.
Yeah, it's just such a weird movie. But just, it was well
That was a
made,
cool
though.
movie.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, I'm going to go with the bugs because bugs are gross.
Yeah.
And I don't want bugs on my planet like that.
Whatchamacallit, it was kind of like that too. Day After Tomorrow. They're kind of like bugs. Remember the
Day After Tomorrow.
Is it Day After Tomorrow? What's the one with Tom Cruise?
Oh, The Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, that movie's so good.
It's so good.
That is one of the best.
It
Oh
is.
my
And
gosh.
like, they're like bugs because there's like
Yeah, that's
tons
true.
of them coming after.
That's true.
that
Edge
would
of
be
Tomorrow.
pretty.
Oh, it's just so good.
It is.
I
It's
gotta
one of-
watch that again.
It's one of the best. I think we saw it in the theater together.
Did we? Yeah, Tom Cruise, man, he was great in that.
He was.
And
That whole
what's her-
movie.
the girl was great
she
in it.
was awesome.
I like her.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you haven't seen that,
I'm gonna be blunt about it. I
is
like her.
Totally worth it.
yeah. So, you want to go with the next one? Go
Tip
for
of the, what is it? Edge of the sword, right? Tip of the spear, edge of the sword. That guy passed
Oh
away.
yeah,
Crack of my ass.
I haven't seen it. That it's been a while.
Bearded geologist. It's probably down here in Bernal.
Probably is.
Why are minivans never considered for potential bug out vehicles? I see potential. Look at my post today.
Yeah, it's true, huh? Your post today was about this.
But in all reality, if you're a family man,
Mm-hmm.
you probably have considered
For sure.
a minivan. The Honda Pilot that I drive is basically a glorified minivan.
For sure, yeah. But you have a little more ground clearance and things
Barely.
like that. That's the only thing. Like some of those just have really low.
They do.
So if you had to go like even on a dirt road,
Have a change of
sometimes-
tires. It'll
Yeah.
not rub. And
But think about, we were just talking about War of the Worlds. What does he bug out in?
that's true.
A
yeah.
minivan.
That's true.
It was a minivan.
Yeah.
Did you try changing out a solenoid, or what is he? He
Which
changes
sounds
out,
like sliding the door open, like
Yeah.
hurry and jump. You know,
Yeah.
there's some definite.
or
like,
the auto doors these days. You didn't even
Yeah.
have to open it,
That's true.
but it's so slow.
I know. The old ones.
Running. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I see. There's definitely potential.
I think so too.
I agree. Bearded
Twister,
geologist.
and they like one of the vans. You know, I just remember they're
Yeah.
always.
That was like a full size van, though, wasn't
Yeah, it's not a minivan.
it? Yeah.
But yeah, you should look at my post on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was like that decked out Honda
Yeah.
minivan.
That thing was
That'd be
crazy.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. Mrs. Melander, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? And where do those things sleep? Do they sleep? All I had to say was birds aren't real.
No, I couldn't answer anything after that.
Birds aren't real.
This is you can't answer this question because they're not real.
Yeah, have you ever seen a little baby drone? I mean, that's all you're saying, right?
Yeah.
That's all she's saying.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's it, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you for sending in the questions. Send in some more next month because we're gonna do it again.
Exactly.
All right.